and a very good evening to everyone. As we all know, coronavirus outbreak is the latest world tragedy that have affected all sectors in the economy. Therefore, on tonight's interview, we are going to emphasize on the impact of coronavirus on the pharmaceutical industry towards Malaysia's economic growth. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself and my fellow groupmates. I'm Kamarina, and together with us here we have Faiz, Nantana, Sharina, Jocelyn, and also Shuhada. We are pharmaceutical technology students from School of Pharmacy in MSU. Joining us today is a representative from Apex Pharmacy Marketing Sendirian Berhad, which is a pharmaceutical company founded in 1979. This evening, we are going to focus on how the current pandemic affects their company. But before that, please welcome our special guest, Mr. Chong. Hello, Mr. Chong. I hope you've been well. Would you please introduce yourself to us and also about your company?
Yeah, sure. My name is Chong Jin Yi. You can just call me Chong. I'm working with Apex Pharmacy since 2007. Means this year is my 14 years in Apex Pharmacy. And my job scope with pharmacy mostly in doing sales. I service all the pharmacy and clinic in Kedah and Perlis area. And Apex Pharmacy is a pharmaceutical company, and we distribute for numbers of international well-known brands, just like Nestle, 3M, Rieger Pharma. And Apex Pharmacy also is a Malaysia leading pharmaceutical product and consumer healthcare wholesaler. And our business prospects are including hospital, clinic, pharmacy, and medical hall, etc.
Thank you very much for that warm introduction from our special guest. So without further ado, let's begin with our first question. We're going to get more specific in regards of the company and their actions. So the next question will be from my groupmate, Nantana.
Hey, Mr. Chong.
Hi, Nantana.
So my question is, what are the service provided by your company?
Service provided, we mainly, our core business is as a wholesaler. We sell, normally in our pharmaceutical line practice, normally the pharmacy or the clinic, they are not really all take from direct company like Zulik or Diplums. So we, as a role of pharma wholesaler, we will take the big lot. And then normally I decide that in our line, they say you take, the more you take, the price will be cheaper. But for us, independent or individual pharmacy or clinic, they are not able to take the big lot. So if let's say they take some small quantity, the price will be higher. So we, Apex as a wholesaler, we pay a role, we take a big quantity as a cheaper price, and we make up a little bit, and we sell as a lower quantity to smaller pharmacy or clinics. So they not need to take a big lot that they can enjoy as a cheaper price. This is our main, our core business. Besides that, we also have a subsidiary, our sister company Zipaso. They also produce a generic drug. So we are our main role is selling the new drug for pharmacy and as a wholesaler, like just now I mentioned.
All right. Okay. So from what we what have been said by Mr. Chong, Apex Pharmacy is involved in multiple services in the pharmaceutical industry, including wholesaling and then co-selling, and then also marketing the drugs and everything, right? So as we all know, COVID-19 is health related. So for sure, it by some means have pros and cons to the company. So since the company is a pharmaceutical company, so moving on to the next question, let's hear from Shuhada.
I hope you are being well during this
Thank you.
pandemic. Okay, for my question is that is there any problems and challenges? What are kind of challenges that associate with the COVID-19 for the Apex company?
Or the problem I facing mainly from sales and the daily operations. Like for sales part, like all you know, during the time March, April or May, our company need our salesperson work from homes. That make our difficult to do our daily jobs. And some more, like because our sales is come from the retail sales. If retail like pharmacy or clinic, they're doing well, our sales will be good. So if let's say their sales drop, our sales also being drops. So like this pandemic times, like some pharmacy they have to close early, and even some pharmacy until today they are not allowed the customer go into their outlets. So they just do all the transaction on the corridor in front of the shop. So this were affected to their sales lah. Like because some product line like just forestry items or the OTC items or some supplements that customer need more times to compare to understand the product. So if let's say they cannot go in the pharmacy, so they cannot do the purchase. So this I think this because of this the sale will be dropped lah. So if let's say retail or clinic the sales drop, my sales also drop lah. So this is the main problem or we say challenge for our company lah. So beside that, and because during that time we hurt badly our sales, like because during the March, April or May, the pharmacy have to close early until 7 or 8. So normally the pharmacy can open 9 or 10. So the shorter time will be affected the sales also. So this is just now what I say is in terms of our sales lah. And then I think other part is also in the operation. Operation is like the pandemics, all the people that tends to go to do purchase by doing online purchase. So the working load for the courier company will suddenly shoot very high. So our company also use the courier service to deliver our goods to our customer, to every pharmacy and the clinics. So during that times, the pharmacy or clinic, they will complain. So complain about our stock become late or a lot of mistake sent to the wrong outlets. So this is the one of the operation challenge we are facing. And then and then one more thing like our supplier, we used to have the regular supplier. That means all the time the same supplier supply the same item to us. So during this pandemic times, so let's say we say glove, the face mask, and the hand sanitizer, we used to have regular supplier. But during this pandemic time, the supplier they don't want to supply to us because they can sell higher price to the black market, so-called like export market, or the others they keen to pay more. But they are not to sell high to sell more expensive to us because they worried after the pandemic we don't want to support again. So they tend to sell to others and tell our company no stock. So so we have to looking for other supplier that we are not used to. This caused a problem to us. We hardly to control the consistency of the pricing and also the quality of products. So this is not matched with our company image. Like we always sell the highly quality to our customer and at a reasonable price. So this is another, I think, is our problem also. And also we difficult to forecast what we say the stock level. like during the early of pandemic time, a lot of pharmacy or clinic, they stopped to do, let's say for example, they stopped to do the blood test. A lot of clinic or pharmacy, they do blood tests, they test for glucose or cholesterol level. But during the pandemic time, to avoid the direct contact, so they stopped this service. So our sales definitely will drop. So we will stop our manufacturer to slow down the production, even hack the production to stop, totally stop, because we will forecast coming on the usage will be really low. But after 2 or 3 months, during the time pandemics looking more okay, and then they start using the strips. They start using the items. So but now the problem we are facing, we have not enough stock to supply, because previously they already stopped the production. So we become very difficult to forecast our stock level. This is become used, not our company only. A lot of supplier, they is facing the stock problem. A lot of item no stock at this moment. And then this is our problem. I think mostly the operation side is this three, the supplier issue, because irregular supplier, and then the delivery, because the service, the courier service usage such high, and then they cannot do better jobs, become less efficient, and then the supply, we cannot forecast our usage, become more kalang kabut. I think mostly this.
All right. Okay, as mentioned, there are various problems and challenges associated with COVID-19. But despite that, various measures have been taken by the government in order to tackle this problem. So we're going to hear next question from Trina.
Okay, hi, Mr. Chang. So my question is, what opportunities does the government provide to your company?
Opportunity, I can say I can't notice any directly one, but indirectly one I can spot few. The governments, they enforce that every outlet have to do the temperature check, or all the outlet have to provide the hand sanitizer for their customer, and then all the people have to wear face mask, isn't it? And then all this is a good opportunity for our pharmaceutical company to sell more. This is so I can say this is what the opportunity the government provide for pharmaceutical company. So and then like the vaccine, if let's say for opportunity, the vaccine, the coming vaccine for COVID vaccine, that we will be launched maybe on the next year. I think this is also a good opportunity, especially for pharmaceutical company, especially Apex, because our company during the normal day, that means before the COVID time, we used to supply all the vaccine. The vaccine all they need the cold chain. That means start from the factory until the storage in the warehouse, until the end user, the pharmacy or the clinic. The whole chain have to be in, we say in the fridge, refrigerator, have to cool chain. So we have the Apex, we have the one of the most sophisticated facility among our pharmaceutical company. So I think this is also one of the opportunity to doing more sales, because I believe the company will appoint few pharmaceutical company that able to handle all this vaccine. So this is also one of the opportunity to Apex, to my company. Actually, all this is my personal view. It's not my my standing of my company. I just feel like that. And then opportunity, like the moratoriums or the moratorium for the the moratoriums for the loan or repayments and then the tax relief also I think it's an opportunity, because the market will be more cash flow, so they keen to buy buy the not essential product like the supplement, the toiletry from pharmacy, and then I think this is good for a pharmaceutical company also. Mostly it's like that lah.
Okay, so from what I have gathered, the government had provided some opportunities to the company during this global pandemic, which more or less could help the company from being critically wounded. So last but not least, we will have our last question from Faiz.
Hi, Mr. Chong.
Hi. Mr. Vice.
I have one question. How can policy intervention support a recovery and resilience post-COVID-19?
My opinion is I hope like what I said just now, moratorium for the loan or repayment can be continued, and then the tax relief can continue, because we are during these difficult times. All this not just relieve the individual finance burdens, but it also can increase the cash flow. So I think if let's say we need to recovery after the COVID-19, we must have a strong economy. We have to go through these difficult times. But so I'm thinking the moratorium or the tax relief is a very effective way during these difficult times. And I hope if let's say possible, I hope the government can do more supports in the healthcare, especially for the low income groups, because this not just relieve the burdens, they're suffering, but also is a welfare. It's a good welfare to them. And beside that, if let's say they have the money to take care of themselves, the side effect is the pharmacy retails, the market will be more, the business will be better. So I think this is that can grow the economy rapidly. This is my opinions on this.
Okay. So because of this COVID-19, right? So is your company somehow have problems with like needing to lessen your employee number or something?
I can say our pharmaceutical company is the most less affected compared to other lines. So far, I didn't heard any. Besides, our many of company, they are complaining their sales drop badly. But still, I so far I still not hear anything like retrenchment, all this. So far still safe. Our job still safe.
Okay. You guys still have your job, but just less products and sales production and sales.
Yeah, sales. Right, our sales will be in terms of income, because as a salesperson, our income most depend of our sales also. If we hit the target, we can get more money lah. So in doing this difficult time, we are not thinking about getting more money lah. We're thinking how to survive first. So far we still can survive.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So Jocelyn?
Thank you, Mr. Chong, for the time and effort that you took to share your experiences and the thoughts with us. Thank you so much. And overall, I can say we can conclude that the pharmaceutical industry, they also go through this thing, because even though they play a very crucial role, important role, because they have been providing vaccines to fight the disease, especially right now the R&D is working very hard towards finding the right vaccine for this disease. So however, the pharmaceutical industry also face tough challenges, especially the things that affected their business activity. So however, the government has provided the opportunities and help to tackle the situation, such as from what you can say that the government had provided SOPs, right? And to the payment and loan, everything to relieve the burden. So we have come to conclude that We are hoping that after everything settled, all of this is going to look at in terms of how important the industry is in people's life. That's all from us. So thank you again for your cooperation, and sorry for all any inconvenience or if we had unintentionally offended. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Mr. Chong.
No at all, no offender at all. And I also thanks for having me tonight. And I wish you all the best for a bright future, and maybe may the success at every turn of your life, and all your dreams can come true. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chong.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you,
Good night.
Mr. Chong.
Bye.
Stay safe.